So I finally decided to buy a new handbag. It took ages, if you watch my channel a little bit, it took me ages to decide. So I think on Tuesday, I finally sort of made the decision to, take a leap of faith, I guess you could say, and make a decision. Now, before I get into this video and into this unboxing, I want to tell you that I will link all of the, let's say, topics or chapters of this video in the description box. So if you're not interested in this intro, for example, you can just go to the description box and choose whatever topic you're interested in. For example, you can go right to the unboxing. So on Tuesday, I finally decided to purchase a new handbag. And if you watch my channel a little bit, I would not shut up about, purchasing the Celine Classic. For I think almost a year now, I've been thinking about the bag. I've been looking at it online. I've been researching, different outfits and stuff. And so I was like, okay, today's the day. I'm going to go to Celine and purchase this bag. So I ended up going there without calling them if they had it in stock or anything, because I felt like, okay, the bag is so expensive. It's also not Chanel. So, I figured they would have it. I went to Celine and I was like, okay, guys, I'm here for the Celine Classic box. I would like it in a camel color. Give it to me. And, what ended up happening is that they actually had the bag in stock. I looked at it and I was quite frankly shocked. I was shocked at the fact that the color online and the color I had seen in the way it was, photographed on Instagram had nothing, and I mean nothing, to do with reality. In reality, the camel color, Celine's camel color, is pretty much a dark brown. It's almost the exact dark brown color that my Pochette Métis is. And of course, I wasn't going to purchase another handbag in the same color. That didn't make any sense to me. So they showed me different, other types. I think they had a raffia version as well, but if I'm not gonna spend 3,000 euros on a raffia bag, sorry, that's not my style, sorry. So it was super sad. Like, I feel like my world, my handbag world, not my real world, but my handbag world was sort of crushing in on me, and I was like, oh my god, I dreamed about a bag that literally doesn't exist. And they also told me that they no longer make this tan version because it scratches up too fast. And since 2018, I think they said they no longer make it. So all of my dreams about this one particular Celine Classic were crushed. It was done. So I was walking down this street where all of the luxury shops are where I live, and I was like, you know what, I already researched the Gucci Diana bag very thoroughly for a different video. I love the bag. I think it's a very classic bag. Let me just pop into Gucci. Before I popped into Gucci, I actually went to a boutique store that also sells Chloé bags, and I think also Loewe bags. Like the town I live in doesn't have a Loewe store and a Chloé store, so we have like a boutique, something like a department store, but like a very small department store. And they also sell, very iconic handbags from Loewe and Chloé. And so I just, went in there just to check if the Chloé Kiss, the bag that I talked about in one of my vlogs, was working for me. I would have purchased it if it worked for me, but they only ended up having the smaller version, which actually looked really nice on my body. I feel like it didn't overwhelm my frame, and the shape, it has more so a round shape. It looked really nice. But just like I said in this other vlog, I will maybe link it in the cards in case you're interested. There's just this issue with this metal piece, this metal holding piece. And it just, I don't know, I just don't feel like in 5 years from now I'm still gonna like it. I feel like it's just too big and too visible and too much like a product of the current, fashion, that I just said, this is not classic enough to spend any money on, so I'm not going to do it. So I actually ended up popping into Gucci, and they had the Gucci Diana in several colors. I think they had it in white, several more, I think blues and pinks, like all of the colors that we've seen online a lot. Like they had all of the colors there, but I was, sure I was going to purchase a tan colored bag simply because that is what I'm missing in my wardrobe. So, and I technically think this isn't an unboxing video because I already took out the bag, but let me just show you. So I went ahead and I purchased this handbag. I ended up getting the medium size. Just to make this video complete, they changed their packaging, I think. I'm not like a Gucci gang member, so I don't know, but I remember their packaging being different. So now it's green. The bag comes in this huge box. It's so big it doesn't fit on top of my closet. All of my Louis Vuitton boxes fit on top of my closet. This one does not. So it has to be in my closet right now, but only until I move and I get a bigger closet. And hopefully, no, actually I will get a walk-in closet. So, you know, boxes and measurements won't be an issue anymore. So we have this green box that you get, and you obviously get like a bag, but I already packed the bag up on my closet. And it's pretty much like Louis Vuitton. It opens up like, you know, like this. And then inside you have all of this stuff. It first of all comes with this packaging paper. I don't want to ruffle too much with the camera, but it comes with this paper. Then the bag comes with different booklets. So I think it's just how you're supposed to use the bag or something, and it's like different languages, and for some reason I got 4 different booklets that I think say the same thing. You of course get the receipt. Now this is something I'm not used to actually from Louis Vuitton. The receipt's actually very small, like it's this paper thing, and then inside you have the receipt, and then of course here the SA gave me her card as well, so I can call if I want anything else. And then, you know, the ribbon is also green. This is also, you know, all of the stuff that you get from Gucci, but you know, just the packaging, we don't care about that too much. Okay, so then we take a look at the bag. Like I said, I ended up purchasing the bag in this beautiful camel color. I already wore it out. I think it looks fantastic with white, which is exactly what the plan was for me. I wanted a bag that looked fantastic with white. I'm also going to wear this bag with a dark blue in the fall, so that's, you know, super great. That's why, you know, I love buying neutral colored bags. It just makes sense. But especially I wanted this for summer and for white outfits, but also I think with this green dress it looks fantastic. So this is the dust bag that you obviously get. If you're wondering why I had it here or why I have it like, you know, draped over the back like that, the SA told me that I'm not supposed to. And also if you buy this bag, maybe keep this in mind as well in case your SA doesn't say it. This wooden stuff, like the bamboo, essentially leaves marks on the leather if it's placed directly on the leather. So she told me to drape the dust bag between you know, the bamboo and the leather, so the bamboo actually sits on the dust bag and not on the leather. So that's the first thing. Let me just take this out. And this is a very big dust bag. The dust bag is a lot bigger than the bag, so I don't know why Gucci does that. I feel like Louis Vuitton always has yeah, dust bags that really match the size of the handbag, but I don't care. I really don't mind. And then the second thing I think you will notice is that these, yeah, plastic strips, I guess you could say, and they actually say Gucci. I don't know if, you know, the camera is going to focus, but they actually say Gucci, and these are there, and you're always supposed to put them back on when you stop wearing the handbag, and these are there so the bamboo stays in shape. So if you don't use them or they break over time, I think you can get them replaced. You can just ask them to give you a new one. But if you don't put those bamboo strips, those strips back on, then what ends up happening is that the bamboo will just get bigger, and I think it can crack and it just loses its shape. So these are essentially there to train the leather, to train the wood to stay in shape. So that's great. So inside of the bag, well, first of all, let's talk about outside. This bag looks quite different to the original in the sense that it has a logo. What was really interesting is that in the store they actually had one original GUCCI Diana there, was the largest size and pretty much the size that Diana wore in the 90s. It was also, I think, a tan color but much lighter, but I also couldn't say if the color just got lighter over, you know, the 30 years that it was old, or if it's, you know, if it was originally a lighter color. And it didn't have a logo, and these pieces right here were also a lot rounder. So I think I'm going to insert a picture of the original GUCCI Diana for you to see, and you can tell that these pieces are rounder. These ones actually now look a lot more like they do on Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton also has more so of this pointy shape. So this is the back side of the bag, very classic. So one thing I can already tell, just to, you know, get it out there, I love about this bag that it only has a logo here in the front. So sometimes, or, you know, yesterday when I took the bag out for the first time, I actually walked around with it on this side. So on this side, this way, it just looks like a really nice bag, but you don't really know that it's Gucci. So sometimes when you don't feel like the logo, you can just turn it around and it's fine. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It actually has feet, which is great, and 5 of them as well. I don't think you should put it down on the ground anyway, because these feet are going to get, you know, scratched out. Oh, there's loads of stuff in there. Okay, ignore whatever is in there. But you have this flap here. which is new to me. I've never owned a bag with a flap. Like my Louis Vuitton bags don't have flaps, but this has a flap. And this flap is, what do you say? It's magnetic pretty much. So I don't know if you can tell, but it actually closes up by itself. And it's super easy to get in and out of. Also, because this is sort of an unboxing and a review, I did wear this bag out. And what's super practical about it is that when you have it, I'm just going to open that quickly. So when you like search the bag, like you have it on your arm like that, and then, you know, it's open in the front, you can just like search your back without it actually leaving your arm. And I could never do that with any of my Louis Vuitton handbags. I felt like with my Neverfull, it was a little bit unsafe because the Neverfull obviously opens up so much, and then with the Speedy, it doesn't open up enough. And then with the Pochette Métis, you have to sort of hold the lid up. Pretty much you have to hold the flap up for everything. You have to hold a flap up for you to actually get in. So this is actually a very practical bag. Like you have it here on your arm, but you can still sort of rummage around and search it, which is absolutely amazing. This is pretty much all of the stuff I have in here already. Just my glasses that really shouldn't be outside of their case. This is not how it works. And then I have my card holder. This is my just my Louis Vuitton card holder. I have an unboxing for that in case you are interested. Just a ticket for the train, my AirPods, and yeah, a bit of change here in the back. So this is a pretty nice. I am personally struggling with the strap a little bit. I think it's a little bit too skinny for the bag. I feel like just, you know, when I hold it against it, you can maybe tell. I feel like the strap would have to be a little bit, you know, wider for me to like it. I also don't love how it falls on me, but really it is adjustable. You have several holes. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes to adjust it. So much more than what you get with the Pochette Métis. So I think I'm just going to figure it out. And then I don't really care about the strap anyway, because I feel like what really makes this bag so beautiful is the fact that it is a top handle. And then, you know, worn like that, I think it's just the nicest. So I'm going to show you in a cutaway just exactly what it looks like. But this is really, really beautiful. All right, so what else did I want to talk about? First of all, I hope I'm not annoying for buying a pair of shoes to match the handbag. This was a huge coincidence. They are by Ralph Lauren, and it's a huge coincidence. I was just out and about browsing stores with my new handbag just to, you know, get a feel for the bag, and I found those shoes and they actually matched the bag perfectly. And I have a dress coming in. I will make an entire video about this dress because you will not believe what I bought. But please subscribe in case you're interested in what the heck I bought. You're gonna die. So I don't know what else to say other than that I absolutely love this bag. I have zero desire to purchase the Celine Classic anymore. I think I may at some point buy one in a different color, but I absolutely don't know what color that would be, because I think the next handbag, and I also don't have like a great desire to buy another handbag very soon, but I think the next one will be a Lady Dior. It will be that black, matte black Lady Dior in the medium size. And I don't know what color the Celine Classic could possibly be that I purchased. I also didn't like what they said in the store. They were saying that, you know, with the new designer who's been, you know, around for a while, of course, but like he's going to focus less and less on the Celine Classic and more on the new styles. And I'll be very open with you. I do not appreciate any of the new Celine styles. I do not appreciate the old logo that they're bringing back. It's just, none of that is attractive to me. So it may really be that, you know, before I can even purchase a handbag from Celine, they will mess around and, you know, just lose me. Like they have already lost me because they stopped making a specific color, or because they decided not to make a specific color in the first place. When it comes to the wear of this bag, I only wore it out once yet, but it's very comfortable to wear. It's very lightweight. I think that's something I haven't said yet. The leather is super nice and really, you know, sturdy, but not like too rigid. And it's really comfortable and nice to wear. I may buy a bag shaper for it anyway, just to make sure that it, you know, keeps its shape. I don't know how the leather will, you know, be over time. I don't know if it'll get, you know, any softer. I hope not, but it may be. So I'm going to get a back shaper at some point. I like having it on my arm just like that. I feel like that's the most classic way of wearing it. Lady Di wore it like that, and I think it's just super cute. When it comes to the store experience, I think I should share that as well. It was great. I had a fantastic store experience at Gucci. The SA was extremely nice. It was even that I think her manager came to me as well at some point. They were both talking to me. He was also the guy who ended up showing me the original Lady Diana that they had in store, and, you know, showed me just all of the details that had changed. And they were just extremely open, and I also ended up trying on, I think, the smaller size, but it ended up being too small, and they also didn't have that color in the smaller size, so it really wasn't an option. Regarding the sizes, I also want to say that I feel like in my heart we are sort of steadily moving away from the micro bag trend, and we're sort of more so going towards the early 2000s larger bag trend. And since I don't really believe in buying bags that are part of trends, I think going with the medium size is the smartest option, because you won't be stuck with a really big bag that you won't want to wear at some point, but you also won't be stuck with a really small micro bag that doesn't fit anything. So this is a really, really cool purchase, and I'm looking forward to wearing it a lot more. I finally managed to fill that gap in my wardrobe. Honestly, can't wait to spend so many years with this handbag. This unboxing video was a little bit all over the place, but thank you so much for watching it anyway, and I hope to see you around on my channel. Bye bye.